The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Welcome to the Polar Bears podcast with me, your host, Sage the Cancer, and we are live. Let's get it, child. First of all, Miss Scantling, your name just sounds so easy. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Some people
Miss
find
Scantling.
it really difficult to
say.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's so it sounds like a famous name, like somebody like you could be famous.
I will be
if
famous.
you try hard enough.
That is the goal, and I am working towards it.
How you doing that?
How?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit about me.
Yeah, let's get into it. We giving it up on here, actually. Like it could be, we giving it up. Okay.
Okay, so a little bit about me. I just graduated from Essex County College in May, but I've also been pursuing my career in real estate.
Okay.
So the goal is to open my own real estate / property management firm.
Okay.
And I am in the opening stages where I can actually open. So all of the
as a realtor or as an investor?
As a broker.
As a broker. What is a broker?
So a broker is the one who manages the realtors.
Okay.
So the broker can actually obtain the location.
So who's spending the money?
The broker.
The broker spending
controls
the money.
The funds.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
where does the investor come in?
What investor?
Okay, so I'm assuming.
So an investor, if I was to work with investors, an investor would come in and say, "Hey, I'm looking for a property, blah blah blah." Whether they want to flip it or whether they want to obtain a property to rent apartments or whatever, they'll come in and we will help them find that location or find that house to flip or whatever. And
in return, they'll get a percentage.
In return, yes, we would get a percentage for the service.
Oh, okay. So they would get most of the profit.
They would get the property.
The property, yes. They're purchasing a property.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
So our fee is based off of the property that they purchase. Is a percentage of that price, that overall price.
So what makes you so interested in real estate?
Property management. So the property management aspect of the real estate is why I got into it in the first place. I started off as a property manager, helping owners bring up the value in their properties, helping owners handle the tenants and the residents, making sure the upkeep and the grounds of the property is good and habitable for tenants to live in. So I found my passion was in that and helping property owners bring up the value in their properties. Real estate came into play because a broker's license is required for me to do that individually. So I was kind of like forced into the real estate industry because I needed that broker's license, which I now have. So
okay, that's good. Congrats. Very informational.
you.
But let's get into chat with Miss Scantling.
Chat with Miss Scantling literally was random this morning. I figured.
Why is Miss Scantling the person we should be chatting with?
Because Miss Scantling can relate. I am the freshest alumni here, so I pretty much know what's going on campus. I know what students need. I know what some students are missing, and I want to provide that assistance for the students on campus. Like, come chat with Miss Scantling. Let's talk about your semester, how your semester going. Is there some information I can give you that's going to help you out on campus, help you navigate through this semester and pass successfully?
And pass. So the goal is to pass. The goal is to get good academic grades.
The goal is to encourage the students to open up about anything they may be facing this semester. And
be that academics, be that socially, be that with clubs.
Listen, they can share whatever they want. Like, it's no limits, it's no judgment, it's not going to leave that room, you know? So whatever you want to chat about. My goal is to help students navigate their way through their educational career. I know people go through stuff in their personal lives. A lot of students are fresh out of high school. They don't really know what's going on here for real. For a lot of students are here because their parents told them they had to come. So to help them navigate and be successful in their education, come chat with Ms. Scantling so I can, try to help you out and help you get through your semesters here at Essex County College.
And you know what? I just realized I'm a bad host. I didn't introduce my second mic. You want to go ahead?
I have to introduce myself?
You can say whatever.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Madison.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on this podcast.
Okay. You're a little shy.
I am. I don't
bit.
even know what to say.
It is kind
What's
of
your
nerve-wracking.
major? What you majoring in here at Essex County
All
College?
right, so my major is cybersecurity.
And what are you involved in on campus?
Oh, I'm involved in a lot. Okay.
Go ahead. Give it the spill.
I am part of the Women of Social Engineering. No.
Society of Women Engineering. Yeah.
Society of Women Engineering. I'm also part of the business club. I just got asked if I was interested in an executive position for that. I'm also part of the volleyball club. I am a secretary of the volleyball club.
Wait, what is the Essex County mascot name thing?
It's a Wolverine.
The Wolverines. Okay, you a Wolverine.
Okay.
For the volleyball club, yes, she is.
Yeah.
And she's our secretary, and we are happy to have her.
Okay.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And it's a male and female team?
Yeah, it's
Combined?
a club. It's a
Yeah.
club.
Oh, it's a club. Right.
Oh,
yeah, there's
so-
about 50 of us.
So if you
We
guys
actually have
didn't
some few
know,
open positions.
we do.
About maybe 4. You do have to maintain a grade 4 average of at least 2.5.
2.0.
Well, I feel like you was attacking me
2.0 for members.
Oh, yeah, even better.
2.5 for officers.
there. Okay.
Why do I know so much about the volleyball club?
Why do you know so much?
I'm the advisor.
Okay. Do you play volleyball?
I do not play volleyball, so
Ooh.
I do not play volleyball, but being in leadership here at Essex County College, I was able to encounter a few students who really, really, really wanted volleyball. So I pretty much told them how to be successful at getting a club here on campus for volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched them work so hard to meet with all of the students and get those sign-ups for that roster. I was like, you know what? I got to be their advisor, because then that would have been another hard task that they would have had to do. So I was like, let me help them.
Right. You know what? I'm kind of jealous that I so far I haven't got asked to be in any leadership roles for any clubs.
Have you?
Is there something wrong
Have
with
you
me?
took
No,
the
but
initiative?
are you even in any clubs?
I'm in a podcast club, and actually, we're taking over the whole podcast game in the school. This is going to be the best podcast, and I'm shooting at. It's not a game. I'm shooting at what you're working with. I'm shooting at Player versus Podcast. We're shooting at everybody. We are going for the top spot as best podcast on campus.
Okay.
So tune in. So chat with Miss Scantling. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna speak about my experience on campus. So far, it's been good. It's been a better experience. So my initial semester with Essex County was about a year ago, and I was an online student. So my classes were through Zoom because I didn't want to be on campus. I was like, man, I'm grown. I don't want to be in school. Like, what am I, a kid? But coming back on campus has been a different experience. I'm kind of enjoying being a kid again. Like, I'm going to classes with my little book bag, with my little books, and my laptop. And it's different this time because I'm actually speaking up to the teachers. Like, I'm having conversations with teachers. It's almost like an epiphany of, like, the teachers don't know everything. So my assumption prior with going to school is the teachers are like who you look up to as the know-it-alls. But now I'm realizing they don't know everything, and they sometimes make statements which are not which are debatable, I would say, So I'm going to encourage students out there, because in most of my classes, They just sit there and be moping at the teacher. And I'm like, no, can we have an interactive class? Can we have discussions? Can we challenge the teachers? So students out there, challenge your teachers.
I agree. As a student, well, I'm still a student. I'm attending Rutgers now. But as a student, being able to speak up for yourself is definitely, it is a good feeling. And you got to remember we're paying to be here. So if something is not working for you, or if a professor is teaching in a way that's not helping you, or if, like you said, if you want to debate something and that you know is right and the professor is saying it's wrong, blah, 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 you have that opportunity to speak up. Right. Now, not in a nasty way, but...
Not in a nasty way.
You know, you can speak up.
A respectful conversation.
Right, exactly. So I can definitely attest that as my time as a student here at Essex County College, I've definitely had those moments where I've had to have those conversations with professors as well.
Did you start off as a timid, like, little student, or were you always that way?
No, I didn't. So I'm one of the older students.
Okay. Shout out to the older students out there. There's no age limit to this. Hey, I don't know what's a click. Air horn. Hey, shout out to them. Shout out to the old heads out there.
But no, coming into Essex County College, I was already in my adulthood and everything. So the difference between when I was 18 years old coming to school and my current age, we're not going to disclose that.
Okay. That's T for whoever knows. If you know, you know.
It was definitely a difference because I did used to be that scared, shy, not speak up for myself student. But on the adult end of things, once you matured and you realize, like, hey, I got to speak up for myself. Coming into Essex County College, I was, like, prepared and ready, eager to learn, eager to progress. And
closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I'm going to throw it to a second mic. You want to give us a little bit about your experience so far?
My experience has been great. I love it here. I'm eager to learn everything.
Hey,
I'm taking up all the opportunities. Much more disciplined than the first go around. Have a very clear vision of my goals and how to meet them and want to meet them. And I know with me being older, I'm going to be a leader here. So
big ups for the leaders. Big ups to the leaders.
Hey. So I know that I have to make sure I lead by example, and that's by like going to my classes, making sure I do my homework, asking questions, making sure I'm available to help if needed, and just doing things you're supposed to do. Yeah,
right. Showing up.
It's been good.
That's awesome, Madison. And I think this campus needs leaders. A lot of the students coming in, they're young. They're still childlike, but trying to grow and transition into adulthood. And people like me, Madison, yourself,
Sage.
They look up to us like we're open. We're kind of in the middle, so we can kind of relate to them. But then we also know the real too, and you can give them that real advice and help guide them, because we know we wanted to succeed, and we remember what it was like being their age and not knowing. So I think for them to have leaders like us on campus is like great to expand, I guess the entire experience for the students, the younger generation and the older. Like, we bring that fun back. We're bringing fun on campus. It's like a different vibe. Like,
and we make it relatable. They can relate to us because we're in the same position, quote unquote, but we also have the life experience to help add to their answers.
Big on the life experience.
So
that's a part that's, I guess, not spoken about enough. Like, it's you come in with a whole different perspective after getting that life experience. So I also advocate for people to take some time off if you have to. Like, you don't have to, speaking to the high school graduates and stuff, you don't have to go to college right after high school. Like, I feel like and if that's how your life goes, perfectly fine as well. But don't feel the pressure too if you're not really sure. I think you got to sometimes go out there and get firsthand experience. And as much as we've spoken about the great parts of Essex County, shout out Essex County. Hey, no, wait. We also have to touch on the stuff that could be improved on. I'm gonna go first. I don't like paying for parking. I feel like as a student, I'm paying for everything else. Parking should be included. So I might have to talk to the dean or the president or somebody. Might have to get him in here actually. Maybe
Nyla, president
of Student Government Association, Nyla. I might also have to get her in here to discuss about some of the topics relating to students. But paying for parking is not it. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not. You think it's reasonable?
I don't mind because I would pay for safety. I want to make sure my car is taken care of. I want to make sure I don't got to worry about having no tickets. Like, man,
and then it's just one fee for the entire semester.
Yeah, let me just pay for this, get it out the way. And if I could park here, if I'm like down the street, yeah, I'm gonna park here and go Uber to wherever I gotta go.
Okay, I guess fair enough. So we're paying for safety. You're paying for safety of a property. Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like I haven't seen anybody breaking into cars. They got security patrolling around. Like they not just letting anybody in here. It's depending on how you looking at it.
Okay.
If I feel like if you can't afford it, you should be able to get it waived. Like that should be included. But if you,
to get it waived, right?
Yeah.
Maybe including it to where it's though. I mean, and I know Dean Kirkland touched on this at the SGA meeting. If it was a way to get it included, where the students can pay for their parking out of their financial aid package, then like that would help a lot of students. But there's other laws and stuff that I guess Essex County College is not ready to, So that's a discussion for a later date.
A different day.
Yeah, somebody else can own the property. And it's, it's probably.
I don't think so. I feel like somebody else owns the parking lot. It would be I think it would be an upcharge because I feel like now.
So you think Essex County owns the parking lot?
Yeah, that's
Essex County, like the state. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Essex County College.
Okay.
So we get money from the state, right?
Oh yeah. So why wouldn't
is it federal
financial
money?
aid cover it?
Yeah. So I know some campuses like Rutgers, I was able to pay for my parking out of my financial aid.
Right.
So that is something that they would have to visit upstairs to see if that's something that could be possible here. Every institution don't have the same things into play. So that would have to be something that they worked on upstairs, outside of us to help see if that could be a possibility for students.
Right. And it's enough to talk about, but what can we actually do as students? How do we get the message across to the people upstairs?
SGA.
Yeah,
Voice your concern to the SGA. Come to the SGA meeting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
I was just saying that would be the people who would talk for us. That's their whole purpose.
So we got to be involved as students.
Yes.
Within the association.
You don't even have to be a part of the association. You just have to voice your concerns. SGA sent out a survey. It's posted on the app right now. Nyla got on the app and posted the survey. It's a student survey for students to voice their concerns. I'm
a bad example. I did not do that. I will go in there and do that though.
Yeah. So they want to advocate for the students. That's what they're here for.
Oh, the full prices.
So
let's talk about it. So yeah, we're getting emotional now.
That is something that I can honestly say that staff and students have an issue with on campus right now.
Yeah, what you get, 2 chicken tenders and some fries for like $11, $12? Yo, no, what?
And it's not
$4 for some fries.
Let me not bash the quality.
No, it's just the price. Like we're students,
right?
Like
exactly.
That's regular prices.
I paid $5 for a yogurt.
You paid $5,
and it wasn't Chobani quality.
Oh wow!
It wasn't even no fruits in there. It was a dry.
It was just yogurt.
Yeah,
it was just yogurt.
I would say the prices of the food is one of them.
SGA.
Yeah.
They're trying to get this. They need this. SGA can advocate for the students, but they need the students backing them too. Yeah, they gotta. Yeah. The students have to support. They have to.
Okay.
What else could be improved on? What do you think, Ms. Scantling? As your perspective as staff, what is your perspective? What could be improved on?
I mean, I do agree with the cafeteria, for sure. But I also think that President Boachi is working hard to improve different aspects on campus for us. Like, you see how West Essex have their new campus? What?
It's here.
Oh, no, the West Essex. The West
Like down
Essex
the street?
campus.
No, I haven't
It's
seen
up
it.
in West Caldwell. It's a new campus.
Okay.
But we're also working here at the main campus to renovate and renew things for you guys too. Like, you guys are getting a brand new library. You just got the brand new cafeteria. They're going to be working on the eating area part of the cafeteria. You getting a brand new learning center. Like, they're upgrading the quality of things here. Now, as far as, like, I don't know, because I just feel like the resources are here for students.
Mm-hmm.
The students just have to take advantage of them.
Right.
So it's a lot of assistance that's on campus. We have food pantries for the students. We have
When is that at?
the food pantry is located
in
on the
the,
first floor, right across from the elevators.
On what days?
You have to go scan the QR code and you sign up. You choose your own day and time.
Oh wow, I got it. I got to definitely tap into.
Yeah,
that.
students have I think twice a month they can visit the food pantry, and you shop for items like you're in a grocery store.
Yeah, because food expensive nowadays.
It is, so utilize it.
I just went to Walmart the other day, and my total rang up to $250.
Yeah, and the
That
items
has
it
never
don't even be that many
happened.
items. It don't even fill up the
Yeah.
house. So trust me, I know. In the school,
I almost told my cat, like, "Yo, you might have to start fending for yourself." Like, shit getting real out here.
But no, I think that there are great services. We have mental health, and this is all services that's free to students. Mental health, counseling service, suicide prevention service, the Learning Center resource. We have the food pantry. Again, you can go meet with counselors upstairs. Like, it's a lot of resources that we have here for students, and I just think that the students need to utilize them. It's free. Like, it's
Yeah,
free
I
services
agree.
and support. Like, I loved my time here as a student, because not only do we have those programs, but you also have the deans, Dean Bello, Dean Kirkland, President Boachi. They're all supportive of the students. Like, if they see a student that's trying and that really wants, or a student that's in need, like, they're going to help. And that was my experience here as a student.
And shout out to that too. Shout out to that, because I feel like I've been enjoying my time as a student as well. It's like, I'd be looking forward to coming to school on some days. Like, that's good compared to a year ago. Like, I wasn't even looking forward to logging into my computer for Zoom. So that's a huge improvement. So shout out to the school for being more. Shout out to you too, Miss Scantling. I've been seeing you on the app almost every day. So you've been, like, very present in organizing student affairs, organizing student activities, the volleyball team.
Yes, you have.
Like, shout out to you, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, it's been a time. We had a time. I enjoyed this. It's my first show. I might have to start hosting it. I might have to start hosting a show with Miss Scantling. But this is the first mock show with Miss Scantling. It's been a time. How y'all feeling?
You know what? I'm happy I joined the chat.
See,
I think
you were a little nervous. You were ducking smoke a little bit, but
yeah, it's supposed to be like a little one-on-one, but chat with Miss Scantling is not usually done on a podcast. This young man here, he wanted to do chat with Miss Scantling. He was like, "Yes, make it a podcast." I'm like, "Okay," but students, I need you guys to come chat with Miss Scantling. I'm going to have donuts or some type of snack, reward for you guys to come open up about your experience here at Essex County College. And it's really just something to help the students.
Yeah, and if you're healthy, we got protein bars as well. Shout out to the healthy folks out there. But it's a wrap. Thank you, Miss Scantling, for joining us. Take care, everybody.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.